bussin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
Yo, what's good YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We're back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with the best center build in NBA 2K23. Now, this center build, honestly, the way I made it more for playing like 5-on-5, like rec center or pro-am. I definitely wouldn't take this build to 2s, definitely because it's just way too slow, because it's going to be a 7'3" center and maybe 3s. I wouldn't recommend 3s either. I'd honestly recommend this build just for 5s, like pro-am or rec center. But before we do get into this build video, man, I just want to ask you guys, I do need some help coming up with more builds that you guys do want to see, so please let me know what other builds you do want me to make, because if you guys give me the ideas, I can sit inside the builder and I can come up with the best version possible. So let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see like maybe the best shooting guard build, small forward build, just give me some ideas down below in the comment section. I really would appreciate that. But moving on to the video, man, the best center build, make sure you guys make this build a center, and obviously this other stuff doesn't matter. Now moving on to the height, man, we are going to be making this build 7'3". That's why I said I only recommend this build for like pro-am or rec center, because it's 7'3". If you try taking this build to like 2s core, it's gonna be just way too slow. We're going 7'3". Now you're probably wondering, why don't you just go 7'2"? I'm going 7'3" because I want to be as big as possible so I can grab as many rebounds as possible, get all the stops in the paint. 7'3" is definitely good for that. We're going 249 pounds because it gives you an 86 strength, which gives you gold brick wall. You're gonna be setting screens with this build, and plus it's gonna be like a post score too. As you guys can see, you guys can already see the attributes right there. This build can't shoot at all. It's a pure inside build. So I feel like if you're a pure inside, you definitely want to be like a post scorer, because if you're just a pure inside that can just dunk and rebound, I mean, you're kind of useless. Now if you can post score, then you're a problem, because you can take over the game whenever you have post score takeover. So go 249 pounds. You definitely need good strength if you're an inside center. And 8'1" wingspan, obviously you want to max that out, you're a center. And body shape, I would just go built. Now moving on to the attributes, man, make sure you guys do copy it down just like this. You guys are probably wondering, why did I put the close shot so high to a 96? I did that because you're 7'3". Obviously you want your Hall of Fame masher, which you guys get that at 95 close shot. And then also, you guys definitely do want to have fast twitch. Fast twitch is probably, honestly, I think it's probably the most OP finishing badge in the game for centers at least. So having that badge on Hall of Fame is crazy. As you guys can see, speeds up the ability to get standing layups or dunks before the defense has time to contest. Imagine having this on Hall of Fame. This is the direct counter to pogo stick. So having this on Hall of Fame is just crazy. You're going to be able to get dunks off like nothing. Nobody's going to have time to react, bro. So you're going to be able to easily get dunks off before somebody has time to contest. And plus, this close shot also is tied into your post hook. So think about that. The close shot and the post hook is exactly the same. So you're going to have a 96 post hook with a 7'3" center. When you have takeover, it's going to be impossible to stop you. So you definitely want that high close shot. Driving dunk doesn't really matter, honestly. Not on a 7'3", so I just left it at a 56. That's the minimum it could go. Now, we only did an 85 standing dunk. You're probably wondering, why didn't I just go 90 standing dunk for gold rise up? Honestly, with the 7'3", I don't think you really need rise up. Fast twitch is definitely by far the more important badge. And here's the thing, you're 7'3", you're not getting the elite big man contact ups because you need a 90 standing dunk and you need a 75 vertical. On a 7'3", you can't get 75 vertical. So I just did 85 standing dunk because you unlock another dunk package at that rating. So there's really no point of going higher than that. Plus you already have Hall of Fame fast twitch. You do get the pro big man contact dunks with the 65 vertical, which I think is good enough. Like I said, having Hall of Fame fast twitch will definitely 100% make up for that. And we only have an 80 post control. Honestly, I think this is good enough. You get all your post scoring badges on gold, and you get Hall of Fame post spin technician. 80 post control is definitely more than enough. Now moving on to shooting, man, we have a 57 mid-range shot. The reason why I did that just because you get one badge for that, might as well. And plus I gave you guys a 65 free throw. Now here's my plan. The reason why I gave you guys one shooting badge is you guys could put on clutch shooter. So if the game's close, pretty much this badge will pretty much boost your free throw. And as you guys see, shot attempts that occur during the final moments of the fourth quarter or in any overtime period receive a large boost. That'll help you make your free throws and stuff, your post hooks, pretty much anything. And plus, when you core badge clutch shooter, you can put on something else. You can put on maybe amped or slippery off ball. That's what I would put on. And I only had to put the mid-range up by 1, so I figure why not? You might as well. Now moving on to playmaking, man, we got a 76 pass accuracy. As you guys know, 75 pass accuracy gives you LeBron James pass style, and 76, it gives you gold break starter. You definitely need that because you're a 7'3" center. You're going to be grabbing a lot of rebounds. Having a gold break starter will help you throw those passes all the way down the court. So that's definitely more than enough to be throwing dimes. Now moving on to defense and rebounding, man, we have an 82 interior defense. That does give us our purple workhorse, which is definitely a good badge. As you guys see, you get your badge point at 81, but I figure might as well go 82 just to get that workhorse. Obviously perimeter defense and steal, that doesn't matter on a 7'3" center. Obviously you're not going to be guarding ball with this big center. You're just way too slow. So obviously this stuff doesn't matter. Now just even though your steal is very low, just because you're 7'3" and you have gigantic arms, you still will be able to get passing lanes. Obviously no on-ball steals, but if you reach for the lanes, you definitely could get it just because you're so big and you have such long arms. Moving on to the block, we do have a 93 block for gold anchor. You're probably wondering, if it's an inside center, why didn't I give it a 99 block? The reasoning for that, man, I mean, I feel like you're already 7'3". You don't really need a 99 block regardless. Honestly, I feel like you could even go 87 block and you'd be fine. I didn't want to push it though, so I went 93 block. Like I said, you don't need a 99 block, especially on a 7'3" center. If you play hands up, I mean, for the most part, you're going to get that block. So 93 is definitely more than enough. And now you are an inside center, so you're probably wondering, why didn't I go 99 defensive? The reason I went 99 offensive is because we're a pure inside build. We're never going to be spotting up on the 3-point line, so I think it's more important to have that 99 offensive. And it's also good in case you ever want to play random rec, you can go with randoms, and if they keep missing shots, you're just going to grab free offensive rebounds. An 89 defensive rebound with the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, that is all you need. You'll still be able to horse with that, no problem. Now moving on to the physicals, we got a 50 speed, which is pretty slow, obviously. You're a 7'3", 249-pound center. You're not going to be fast, but you definitely do want to max out your speed and acceleration. You're probably thinking, oh, I'm 7'3", why even upgrade this in the first place? I'm telling you, yeah, you're still going to be pretty slow, but you definitely don't want to have no 25 speed. That is just terrible. You definitely want to have it as the maximum possible, so I just maxed it out. Speed and acceleration, and you got an 86 strength. You're a post scorer. Obviously, you need good strength to be able to back people down. Plus, you got gold brick walls, so you can set some pretty big screens. We got a 70 vertical. Now, you only need a 65 for the pro big man contact dunks, but I figured you might as well max it out. It helps you get more rebounds and more blocks. So you definitely want to have that as high as possible. And then we got a 90 stamina. Usually on my shooting builds, I go 95, but this is a pure inside build. You're just going to be post hooking. You're just going to be drop stepping people. You don't really need to have high stamina. Honestly, you could take this down to like 85, 80, but I didn't want to push it, so I just went 90 stamina. And as you guys can see, it's a pretty good badge count. You get 20 finishing badges, you get 1 shooting badge, you get 12 playmaking, and you get 28 defensive. Pretty good badge layout right here, like I said. Now, honestly, if you guys do want to make this build to be able to shoot, I would recommend you take the close shot down. Honestly, you could take the post control. You just take the post control down to begin with. But like I said, my philosophy is if you can't shoot and you're a pure inside build, you definitely want to make it so you can at least post score and have some post scoring badges, because if you can't even drop step, you can't post hook or nothing, you're, in my opinion, I think you're useless. You definitely want to be able to create some offense on your own, and having post score takeover definitely does help a lot. Plus, you're 7'3", so you could definitely body people in the paint. Moving on to takeovers, man, you get 3 options right here. You guys get rim protector, glass cleaner, and post score. Now, like I said, this build is a post score. You do have a 96 post hook, plus you're 7'3". I highly recommend you put on post shot daggers. As you guys can see, this takeover gives a large boost to post hooks, post fades, pretty much any shot that you do from the post, this gives a boost to. And I'm telling you, this is very, very glitchy. I've used this takeover on my 7'3". Whenever you do post hook, it's pretty much unguardable. If you're going against a smaller center, they're not going to be able to stop you. You can literally just post hook right over them. It's like they're not even there. You definitely want to throw on post shot daggers. At secondary takeover, I would either go rim protector or glass. Personally, I want to be able to horse, so I'm going box out wall. I feel like you're already big enough. You don't really need rim protector takeover because people are going to miss. You're a 7'3" center with good interior and a 93 block with gold anchor. I think that's good enough. So I'm personally going to go box out wall, but like I said, you could go rim protector if you want to play better defense, but I highly would recommend you put on a post score takeover. And then the second one, I mean, if you really want to go dual post score, you could. The only other one I'd recommend is advanced post moves. Pretty much like if you drop step or you post spin somebody, you'll just throw them out the way and it's a free dunk. That is definitely pretty good. You could go double post score. It's really just personal preference. But here's pretty much the build, man. It's similar to Dikembe Mutombo, Rudy Gobert, and Mitchell Robinson. It is called a glass cleaning finisher. Yeah, it's called the glass cleaning finisher. 7'3" post score demigod. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. I really do appreciate you guys if you guys stay tuned and watch this whole entire video out. Make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe. And like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you guys do tell me what builds you do want to see. Just give me some ideas and I'll send the builder and I'll create the best version possible, because that's just what I do. I'm just a build god. I just need some ideas. Once you guys give me those ideas, I'll be able to cook up some fire for you guys and I can hook you guys up. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out.